featherweight division. Josh Krejci versus Austin Peterson. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And this little odd showing, Krejci does have a 2-inch height to spare, but he's got a 5-inch reach advantage he wants to utilize.
Hello, hello, hello! Omaha! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Astro Theater in our favorite place to start a fight in the Midwest. And welcome to the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today, Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome to BKFC Fight Night! We are set for our opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division, presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, an even 145 pounds. He holds an MMA record of 13 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Sioux City, Iowa, here is Austin Crazy Eyes Peterson. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears camouflage. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight, 148.2 pounds. Tonight, he toes the line, ready for bare knuckle fight number 4. Fighting out of O'Fallon, Missouri, by way of Omaha, Nebraska. Here is Jarhead Josh Krejci. And our referee in charge of the action, Brandon Pfannenstiel.
Austin Peterson told us, I expect Josh Krejci to come forward aggressively, hard hooks with both hands. I have to keep landing as he does so. Sporting touch of hands, round number 1. Camouflage trunks for Josh Krejci in a very deep low stance. Tall stance on the outside, black trunks for Austin Peterson. Overhand right, there's the counter, double right hand from Krejci. Low extended guard stance for Krejci. On the jab.
The thing I'm noticing, Peterson has that head straight up in there. He's got to be careful. You can see on that chin, he's going down.
Peterson 5'8" to Krejci's 5'6". But as you see, Krejci in a very low stance, just throwing 2, landing 2 to the body. Swing and a miss with the lead left hook on the entry for Peterson. Krejci to the inside, big left hand, big swings from Krejci. Good pull from Peterson to elude that right hand.
And those body shots are doing so much damage for Krejci. That's what happens when you have his opponent has that very upright stance. The body is wide open. Take what your opponent gives you.
Peterson keeping his lead left hand very low. Spinning back fist, and the apology that is illegal under this unified bare knuckle fighting rules set.
Peterson got caught in a bad spot. He knew had to throw that back fist, and that is totally illegal.
The right hand to the body.
Oh!
There is the knockdown recorded by Josh Krejci.
It was the body shot that caused the start of that. He is hurt badly.
The count of 8 from Brandon Pfannenstiel.
No.
We are done. Victory round number 1 for Josh Krejci.
It was those devastating body shots that Krejci was saying. Hard right hands to the body. People don't understand. There is no glove. There is no spreading out of that punch. It digs so deep when you hit. So, I mean, when you do that, when you land those shots, that causes just a split second when you drop your hands, and it was a headshot that finished. But there's no question it was a body shot that caused the start of that. Look at the right hand. He's hurt. Oh, he dropped his hands. Yeah, you're not seeing too many people who are going to take body shots in that manner. then just two hard right hands. Krejci was just able to unload with right hands the entire fight.
And that was fair play to Josh Krejci. Even though Peterson had turned his back, it was fight on from Brandon Fonensteel. The final right hand to the head on the knockdown, but it was the body shot, Chris, that really set forth that closing sequence of the fight for Krejci.
Krejci did a phenomenal job of going to the body. That's what his opponent was giving. He kept the hands very high with upright stance. When you work that body, it always is a good thing because they're going to drop the hands and leave you a straight open, wide punch to the face. And with bare knuckle, that's all you need to do, Sean.
Austin Peterson tried to stay long, tried to land from range, and this is BKFC debut. Josh Krejci, the low stance to the inside, aggression, far and away Krejci's best performance now, and this is fourth BKFC bout.
Like to see Krejci continue to progress because that was a next level fight for him, worked the body very well. I loved it.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Nice job, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Brandon Fonensteel, steps in, reaching the count of 10 at 1 minute 30 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO Jarhead, Josh Krejci.
And we've seen it before, Sean. People in their fourth fight, they really start to figure out this sport. Krejci really feels like he's one of those guys.
Quality win for the United States Marine Corps veteran from here in Omaha, Nebraska, Josh Krejci. Austin Peterson stayed on the outside, tried to use his range, his creativity. Krejci to the inside. He told us he wanted to be in the mid-range, landing to the mid-range, to the pocket, double right hands to the finish, set up by the body shot. In our opening bout of the evening, the winner by way of first round KO, Josh Krejci defeats Austin Peterson.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Always crazy. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. July 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship makes its debut in Montevideo, Uruguay. In the main event, the undefeated star, Gastón Reyno, finally comes home to fight bare knuckle for the first time ever. But it won't be an easy feat when he faces Josh Krejci. Plus, in the can't-miss co-main event, it's Ninja Canetti versus Emiliano El Toro Nieli. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport debut in Uruguay. Check it out live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Gastón Reyno versus Daniel Van Sickle.
And Sean, you can see here the only major difference is Tonga looks like he has about a 4-inch height advantage, and I've talked about that. I'm not sure if that is an advantage. I'd rather be the smaller guy. It's easier to duck underneath punches, so just a little bit of a height difference is the only real difference in this fight, Sean.
We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division, presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner tonight, he wears white. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, his official weight 153.2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut, fighting out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Here is Daniel the Brick Van Sickle. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears white and blue. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, his official weight an even 154 pounds. He is an MMA veteran of 13 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut, fighting out of Montevideo, Uruguay. Here is Gastón Tonga Reyno. And our referee in charge of the action, Dave Rios.
Daniel Van Sickle said, I've got to apply heavy start off the scratch line and then maintain that pressure throughout. Round number 1. White and blue trunks, the colors of his native Uruguay for Gastón Reyno. White trunks for the fighter from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Daniel Van Sickle. There's the aggressive start from Daniel Van Sickle. The turn overhook.
Benson will talk to me about being a stronger fighter. He's going to make sure he doesn't gas himself out by pushing his opponent around in there.
Running forward with punches is Daniel Van Sickle, and exactly what Gastón Reyno thought. Extremely aggressive start from Daniel Van Sickle. Reyno resetting from the outside, standing tall off the jab. Just missed with the lead left hook to Reyno. Van Sickle cut outside of his right brow. On the right hand, just off the mark from Reyno. That turns Van Sickle now resetting. Daniel Van Sickle looking to come forward. On the left hook.
And that was a good punch right there by Tonga.
It's high and tight. Left hand just misses from Reyno.
It's always good to try and land a hard punch right away to a guy who's never been hit with a bare knuckle.
Left hand, right hand, big shots. There's the counter right hand from Van Sickle. Reyno starting to find his range. Jab not there. Reyno pulling back that left hook. Big right hand, and down goes Daniel Van Sickle.
And there's that experience right there. He's waiting for the right time and counter. He's waiting for those punches from Van Sickle and just counter him with hard punches. That's exactly what he needs to do.
Okay.
Time called by referee Dave Rios. Van Sickle did beat the count. It was the mandatory 8 count, now the medical timeout.
And Van Sickle still looks a little out of it to me.
See the issue, it's the cut outside of the right brow in the face of Daniel Van Sickle.
Over.
Dr. Don Muzi said this fight cannot continue to referee Dave Rios. Rios waves it off, and welcome to BKFC Gastón Arena.
And I don't even think that punch was what caused it, the one that knocked him down. I think that was caused earlier, Sean.
Chris, I've commentated Gastón Reyno in MMA. He doesn't look like he has a lot of power with his lean physique at 155. He has tremendous power.
Look at that, just a perfect right hand. His opponent threw a right, he ducked, came back with his own right hand, laid it right on the butt. Here's another look at it. Boom. It said that's that experience, just waiting, knowing when somebody throws, you can counter. They can't throw and block at the same time.
Reyno talked about that in our fighter meeting. He said, I have confidence in my movement and confidence in my power.
He showed it right there. All it took was that one good, clean shot. I mean, Van Sickle did a great job getting up. He still looked a little hurt, but it didn't matter. I think the cut was caused from something earlier.
Credit to Daniel Van Sickle. At 27 years old, he's only been training in combat sports, and that combat sport has been boxing since 2019. On the biggest stage in the world of bare knuckle, Knuckle Mania 3 making his BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut against the ultra-talented Gastón Reyno. Van Sickle was game. Gastón Reyno was simply on point. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our ringside doctor calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute 26 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO, Gastón Tonga Reyno.
Good debut right there for Tonga. Looked great out there, very relaxed for being in his first bare knuckle fight. Had a lot of confidence in there, in his power, and showed why he is a good fighter in this situation. Landed hard shots.
Start the celebrations in Uruguay, where Gastón Reyno is an outright sports star. Gastón Reyno showed his patience, found his range, and the power with the right hand for the win. Victorious by way of first-round TKO due to physician stoppage, Gastón Reyno defeats Daniel Van Sickle.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. July 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship makes its debut in Montevideo, Uruguay. In the main event, the undefeated star, Gastón Tonga Reyno, finally comes home to fight bare knuckle for the first time ever. But it won't be an easy feat when he faces Krejci. Plus, in the can't-miss co-main event, it's Ninja Kinetti versus Emiliano El Toro Nieli. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport debut in Uruguay. Check it out live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
At 155 pounds, Gastón Reyno versus Dusty Sparks.
And you can see here, Sean, almost identical. Both guys 5'11", only a 1-inch reach advantage for Gastón. That's not that much for this weight class.
Hello, 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 Hollywood! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hard Rock Live at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood, Florida. And welcome to the only combat sport where one punch could change the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC 85! We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears white. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, an even 155 pounds. His bare-knuckle fighting record stands at 1 victory opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, here is Dusty Sparks. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears blue trimmed in white and gold. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 155.8 pounds. He holds an undefeated BKFC record at 2-0. Fighting out of Montevideo, Uruguay. Here is the undefeated Gastón Tonga Reyno. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Gastón Reyno gave us the quote of the week from our fighter meetings. We would expect nothing less from one of our live fight commentator colleagues. Reyno said, quote, "In this bout, no jab, no glory." Round number 1. Blue trunks for the Uruguayan, Gastón Reyno. White trunks for the American from Arkansas, Dusty Sparks. There's the jab from Reyno. Measured start from both fighters. You see Sparks staying long from the center circle. Again, both fighters emphatic in their fighter meeting. I want to stay in range.
You just see how calculated both these fighters are so far, just waiting for opportunities.
Double jab in from Sparks. The idea there, good pull back from Reyno. Reyno on the jab.
And I like what Reyno did. He threw power right away. As soon as the opponent threw the jab, he's coming back with 2 threes, a couple hard shots.
Hard to the body, hard to the head with the right hand from Reyno. That was slick on the double right hand. Sparks walking through it, but takes that left hook from Gastón Reyno. Undeterred, Sparks forward again from the center circle. Step in on the right hand, left hand from Sparks. 70 seconds remaining, round number 1 of this lightweight bout. You see the feint step from Reyno. On the duck under, Gastón Reyno heavy to the clinch. Chest to chest comes Dusty Sparks. Good separation from Chris Young, right back to it.
And you can see Sparks wants to keep his back right in the middle, control the pace, control when and where this fight happens.
The chant of Uruguay from this sold-out Hard Rock Live crowd in South Florida in favor of the Uruguayan Gastón Reyno.
Usually you hear the chant of USA, Sean.
This is the chant of Uruguay as the Uruguayan Reyno spins. Back to the outside, overhand right from Reyno. Sparks took that exceedingly well. Right hand from Reyno just off the mark. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. Both fighters trying to stay active with their jab. There's the long Sparks jab on cue.
10 seconds, Jimmy. This is for the bell.
3 from Sparks on the jab. Good pull back from Reyno. Measured round number 1. 2 very technical fighters at range. The bell, we go to round 2.
So that was a very interesting round because I felt like Sparks did a good job of getting his opponent off balance and pushing him around. It almost looked like he was more hurt than he was. But Reyno, he landed some powerful shots, so I'm not sure who they're going to give that one to.
Esperarlo con la derecha cuando él viene.
What's that, left hook or right straight?
UFC veteran and former Chris
Right,
Lights Out
well, your jab
Loud
looks
UFC
really good,
opponent,
man. Your
Brian
footwork looks
Foster,
really good.
in the corner
So
of
you need to
Dusty
double up on
Sparks.
your lead step, and if you're gonna stop it,
That means he's got some good high-level coaching.
outside when I turn in, make sure
Brian
that I
Foster,
carry
very
his
tough,
right hand with my
very
right
tough
hand,
competitor.
okay, on my hook.
Understands
Your jab
fighting
looks
very
good,
well.
But if you're going to throw that left hook, you need to make sure your right hand's in play for it. Another shot of water?
Take it out. Copy.
Chris, you're friendly with all of your former opponents across pro MMA, across pro boxing, and across bare knuckle.
Well, Sean, at this point, there's no reason to have a problem. We should have settled it in the ring, you know?
Adjustment of the boxing girdle by Chris Young and Gastón Reyno.
Knuckle up.
Round two. The step in from Reyno, short right hand, right back, then the clipping left hook from Dusty Sparks. Heavy forward pressure from Sparks. Double left hand from Reyno. The first round. And that lands flush, and it drops Dusty Sparks.
And that came out of nowhere. Sparks is hurt.
6, 7, 8.
You have to think Reyno's going to go for the knockout immediately. Don't give this guy a chance. Don't give him time.
You see blood coming from the cut left ear of Dusty Sparks, and now a medical timeout called by Chris Young.
Is it another one of those bad ear problems?
Dr. Don Mutsi, Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, his first appearance of the night, and this fight is over. Physician stoppage TKO, and Gastón Reyno is 3-0 in BKFC.
Just as Dusty Sparks was starting to look good, he was starting to land some good shots. Reyno totally changed it with one shot. You have to love this sport. One shot totally changes things. That was a tough fight. That was a very tough fight for Reyno. He came through, though. Landed that one good shot, put his opponent down.
A genuinely nice human being, Gastón Reyno, accomplished as a fighter, accomplished as a Spanish language commentator for BKFC in the UFC, and now 3-0 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
And Sean, you can see what he did. He split that ear wide open. That's not the first time this has happened. If you don't fix that, if you don't stop it right now, he hits one more time, that earlobe's gone, and it's not being able, you can't sew that back. That doesn't work.
That's why we are one of just 3 professional combat sports promotions across the world, the UFC and one championship being the other 2, who travel a full-time chief medical officer. You saw Dr. Don Mutsi, the CMO of BKFC, telling referee Chris Young this fight has to be stopped. Disappointment for Dusty Sparks, but Sparks had his moments. He did some good things from range. He took that defeat in absolute first-class fashion. No argument from Sparks. He understood the severity of that earlobe cut on his left ear. And let the celebration begin here in Florida and across Uruguay for Gastón Reyno's victory. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the advice of our ringside physician, our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 32 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Gastón Tonga Reyno.
All right, standing by with Uruguay's favorite son, Gastón Reyno. Congratulations. You know, round 1 didn't look as good. I talked to your corner. They said they wanted you to open up. You needed to make an adjustment. That was a very quick adjustment because you landed and you put him out. Incredible.
Yes, it's always great to talk with you. They told me, put the left hand here, go with the right. He will go down. It was exactly what happened. Can I say something in Spanish?
I wish you would.
Los amo. Muchísimas gracias a todos por venir, por acompañarme. Me lo dijo mi entrenador y quizás es verdad. Uno nunca se da cuenta cuando está viviendo los momentos más difíciles, más felices de su vida, y quizás este es uno de mis mejores momentos. Tengo un hijo divino, una esposa hermosa, una familia que me apoya acá y en Uruguay. Así que muchas gracias a todos. I just say thank you to everybody. Sometimes we don't know we are living the best and the happiest moments of our lives, and maybe this is mine.
Listen, I hope we're one step closer to making your dream come true and going to Uruguay here with BKFC. We're going to work on it, my man. Let's hear it, Hard Rock Live. Let's make some noise for your boy, Gastón Tonga Reyno.
And Sean, it's always better as a fighter when you have to deal with a little adversity. It's not an easy fight. That was definitely not an easy fight, and he passed with flying colors, did a great job.
A strong performance in defeat for the fighter from Arkansas, Dusty Sparks, and a very strong performance in victory for the fighter from Uruguay, Gastón Reyno. That proved to be the lone knockdown of the fight. The deep cut on the lower left earlobe of Dusty Sparks, and that is the end. The winner, by way of second round TKO due to physician stoppage, Gastón Reyno defeats Dusty Sparks.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. July 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship makes its debut in Montevideo, Uruguay. In the main event, the undefeated star, Gastón Reyno, finally comes home to fight bare knuckle for the first time ever. But it won't be an easy feat when he faces Krejci. Plus, in the can't-miss co-main event, it's Ninja Kennedy versus Emiliano El Toro Nieli. Watch the world's most exciting combat sport debut in Uruguay. Check it out live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. Summer of Violence tour has reached a new continent. For the first all eyes are on Montevideo, Uruguay. This is a city and a country that understands what it means to fight through adversity. They call it Garra Charrua, a spirit of determination and refusing to quit. At the center of it all stands Gastón Tonga Reyno. Across Uruguay, he's beloved. In BKFC, he's been unstoppable. 3 fights, 3 wins, all by stoppage. But he toes the line with a man who didn't bring his heavy hands all the way from Missouri to play a supporting role. Josh Jarhead Krejci brings relentless forward pressure, thrives in chaos, and is built for the kind of battle that Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship demands. He's not here for the moment, he's here to take it. And Uruguay is ready to rise with one of their own. Live from Antel Arena in Montevideo, this is BKFC Fight Night Uruguay, and it all starts right now!
Tonight, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presented by Bucked Up Feel Like $1 Million is making its debut in South America as we're in Uruguay, coming to you from this nation's stunning capital, Montevideo. It's BKFC Fight Night Uruguay, and we will open with 3 preliminary bouts, which includes Gonzalo Barrera versus Joel Dorado in the lightweight division. Tonight's feature bout, set for the heavyweight division. Javier Torres versus Luis Jimenez. Our co-main in the featherweight division, Guido Canetti versus Emiliano Nieli. And our main event at lightweight, Gastón Reyno versus Josh Krejci. Hey everyone, with Chris Lights Out Lytle, I'm Sean Wheelock. Sold out tonight here in Montevideo, Uruguay. Chris, this is our 5th continent for BKFC and our 13th country.
And Sean, I could have told you from doing the tryouts here, this was going to be a sellout. So much enthusiasm, so many people. And you talked about all the different people representative, all the different continents. I mean, this is an amazing thing. Each fight, Sean, has a country versus another country. And I can tell you, these fighters are going to bring a lot of national pride on the line. It's going to be a great night.
Uruguay versus the United States in our main event. It's set for 155 pounds. From here in Uruguay, undefeated in BKFC. He was in Bellator. He is a fight commentator. He is a major sports celebrity in his home nation, Gastón Reyno versus Josh Krejci from Omaha, Nebraska. Krejci, always rugged, a veteran of 4 bouts in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
And Sean, you undersold it. When you say Tonga's a star here, when I came, I mean, you couldn't go down the street without people stopping, Tonga, Tonga. It was amazing. I mean, he's been on TV here, not like a lot of people in this country, so he's a huge deal. And he's gonna sell out this place, unbelievable. So really excited to see him. However, Krejci's not coming just for the free trip. We talked to him in the interview. Yeah, he definitely wants to come here and make a name for himself. This should be an amazing fight.
Chris, you have tonight's fight odds. They are presented by BetBKFC.com.
And look at this card. So many close fights. That's good matchmaking, but I see an underdog I like right towards the end. Contine, she's a female fighter, but at plus 107, you have to like that bet.
Alp Nicotine Pouches presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, regulated tonight by the Wyoming Commission in association with Uruguay's MMA and boxing federations. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight with a bout in the welterweight division. Leandro Torres versus Gonzalo Jara. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Let's go, Sean. We have Jara, 2 inches taller, but it's that 4.5-inch reach advantage he possesses that he needs utilized. I know he likes to get inside, Mix up in the pocket. Let's see if he can try and stay long, though, against Torres. Torres is coming to knock him out. Let's see if Hara can be smart.
With the flag of his native Chile, Gonzalo Jara set for his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Jara has had one bout in the sport of bare knuckle fighting, professional in kickboxing. In our fighter meeting, Gonzalo Jara told us, "I will open up and go hard for the first round finish." Jara is named it. He said, "I will keep switching stances and throw very hard punches from both stances."
He said he's going to overwhelm his opponent. With punching power, he's going to brawl, he's going to trade. This guy does a different kind of street fighting. Everything's legal. He's a different kind of animal. Let's see how he does.
Jara told us, "I'm going to be extremely physical on the inside, heavy in the clinch." Jara also told us, "I am most definitely willing to take the punches of my opponent in this welterweight bout, Leandro Torres, to establish myself on the inside."
And he's a self-admitted headhunter. He wants to come out all of the head, not really worried about the body. Feels like if he lands those good headshots, he's putting him down, he's knocking him out. That's his game plan tonight, Sean.
Of his opponent, Leandro Torres, Gonzalo Jara told us, "I believe Torres will try to slow this fight down, keep that slow tempo on the outside." Jara did say, though, "I have to be aware of the long punches of Leandro Torres from distance."
But he also believes in his Muay Thai ability, has a good Muay Thai guard. When he's blocking, he wants to utilize his arms, make sure he's not letting anything get through.
Gonzalo Jara patiently waiting in the technical zone. KFC Fight Night Uruguay. We're at Antel Arena here in Montevideo, the stunning capital city of this stunning nation, Uruguay. Our first time for bare knuckle fighting championship in South America. Jara, the Chilean, one of 7 nationalities on this card. Gonzalo Jara also told us in our fighter meeting, "I will continually utilize heavy pressure forward." Chris, he was adamant in speaking to us in our fighter meeting. He wants to make this a physical fight. He is willing to take punches. He wants to land those heavy punches. He sees his punching power from both stances as his key to victory.
And once again, this guy comes from a different kind of fighting style where there's a lot more legal, but that means a lot more ruggedness, a lot more toughness. This guy's been in there with some very rugged, tough individuals.
Are relatively dismissive of his opponent, the Argentine Leandro Torres, feeling that he had the advantage with his ruggedness, with his toughness, and with his overall skill set.
Well, what he does have, he does have a reach advantage, Sean, but he talks about liking to get inside. He knows he should stay outside, but it's always that fight in yourself. Do you do it smart, or do you do what you have to do, what you want to do? Let's see what he does.
With the flag of his native Argentina, Leandro Torres set for bout number 3 in bare knuckle fighting championship. Torres is 5-1 in his pro MMA career. He holds the rank of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Leandro Torres told us, "I want a very fast start, but do so with intelligent pressure forward."
Yeah, but main thing, he wants precision. He's attacking immediately, but he's going to be smart in the way he does it. Wants to push his opponent against the rope and make it a bad night.
Torres is naturally right-handed. He told us, "I will keep switching stances. I will do so," Torres said, "to be unpredictable and to continually disrupt the rhythm of Gonzalo Jara."
But one thing is, he has to make sure he's getting off first. He's throwing first. He's not going to sit there, wait, and react. He's trying to make sure he's striking first. He's striking hard. He's putting his opponent down immediately. I like the stare down we're seeing here, Sean. Both guys very intense.
To get us started, we welcome in our ring announcer here in Uruguay, Benjamin Castro.
Welcome to the first night of the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in the Antel Arena. Welcome to Uruguayan! everyone to República Oriental del Uruguay. We send our praise to all Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship fans around the world. Now, here we are and here we go. If you love the action, this is the place for you. Welcome to the Bare Knuckle Championship! Damas y caballeros, amigas y amigos que forman parte de esta hermosa familia de los deportes de combate, tengan todos una cordial bienvenida a la Antel Arena, a nuestra tierra, a nuestro barrio, a la República Oriental del Uruguay. Tonight, 22 warriors bring with us an amazing night. Now it is time to introduce the fear fight of the night. Esta noche 22 guerreros nos regalarán una noche asombrosa. Y ahora es momento de presentar el primer combate de la noche. The next fight will be 3 rounds of 2 minutes. El siguiente combate será la distancia de 3 rounds de 2 minutos. Peso welterweight, 165 libras. 165 pounds. This fight is presented by Bucket Up. Feel like $1 million. The referee for this fight is Mr. Nick Behrens. Now, in the red corner, from Chile, cruzó la cordillera para hacerse fuerte en el Uruguay, Gonzalo Jara. Now it's time to the blue corner. From Argentina, de la República Argentina, Leandro Torres.
The first bell is presented by iHeartRadio. Leandro Torres told us, I believe Gonzalo Jara has a reckless style which makes him very dangerous, but also very hittable. American referee from Kansas, Nick Behrens, bringing both fighters up to scratch, standing 3 feet apart. The call of knuckle up from Behrens, round number 1. Blue trunks for the Chilean Gonzalo Jara, black trunks for the Argentine, Leandro Torres. Torres on the outside, exactly, Chris, as he told us he wanted to do. Smart forward pressure that Torres talked about. Struggling on the outside.
And you can see Hara already throwing with full power. Everything he throws, he's putting everything into it.
Left hook not there from Gonzalo Jara. Torres now to the mid-range off of the jab. Counter right hand and right to the body. Overhand left from Gonzalo Jara. Big swing and a miss overhand left from Jara again. 120 remaining, round number 1. Scheduled for 3. 165 pounds. To the clinch. Double underhooks from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Leandro Torres gets the separation from Nick Behrens. Entry overhand right. Nearly a wizard position from Leandro Torres on the turn. The turn right back from Jara.
And this fight is very physical right from the beginning. These guys, you can tell, throwing everything into it.
Excellent refereeing as always from Nick Behrens, reading that clinch so well. Good right hand from Gonzalo Jara. Fighters that you see in orthodox, now both fighters to the center circle. Jab to the body, smart from Gonzalo Jara.
And Torres,
jab to the head.
Torres having trouble getting in to get much offense going at this point.
Jara just switched back to his natural southpaw stance. Fighters told us they would continually switch stances. Naturally left-handed, Torres naturally right-handed. Overhand left from the orthodox stance of Gonzalo Jara. 1-2. Right uppercut from half-time bomb, and there's the turn from Leandro Torres. 15 seconds remaining, round number 1. Those wraparound punches are legal on the right ear of Leandro Torres.
Right clean.
Oh, great clean from Nick Barron's. Final seconds, round number 1. You see the feint of Leandro Torres. There is the bell. Gastón Reyno, major sporting celebrity here in his native Uruguay, enters our main event, 3-0 in BKFC. What you're seeing on our broadcast worldwide is being shown in arena here in Montevideo, Uruguay, and a big ovation for Gastón Reyno. He will face the American from Omaha, Nebraska, Josh Krejci, in tonight's main event. We are completely sold out. It was sold out already entering fight day. Our first fight is you're with us live worldwide on the Freeview. 11 bouts in total. Chris, I think it's already 80% full here at Antel Arena in Montevideo.
Yeah, and if you can see there, just so Torres having his shoes taped up. I'm not sure if it's having like a slickness problem or maybe he felt like he couldn't plant fully to throw shots. Let's see if he changes up this round.
See the blue tape.
Because he definitely had trouble getting into range, I feel like.
Striking shoes of Leandro Torres. Round number 2, and there's a hard left hand, then a left hook on the enemy from Gonzalo Hara. Back from Leandro Torres.
Hara really just outworking Torres thus far in the fight.
Counter left hook from Torres. Hara told us he was willing to walk through punches to get to the inside. He just walked through that big left hook of Torres.
And Hara just really has no fear at this point of Torres' shots. He's really being very aggressive. Doesn't seem to mind his opponent's punches at all.
Heavy framing from Hara gets the separation from Nick Barron's.
Torres has got to do something at this point to gain his opponent's respect.
2-1 on the step in from Torres. That was clever. 120 remaining, round number 2. On a cut, corner of his right eye. Suddenly, both fighters having their moments back and forth. It was 2-3 that time. Torres coming forward.
Torres, I saw him slipping a little bit more. His shoes seem very slick. I'm not sure what's going on.
Torres now on his back foot. Hara again on his front foot. Hara back to southpaw. For the right jab from southpaw, Gonzalo Hara. For the level change from orthodox Leandro Torres. 8-2. Counter left hook from Torres.
I still like it when Torres gets off first. When he pushes his opponent back, he doesn't want to sit there and just wait. Even though he's landing some good counters, he does much better when he's coming forward, I believe.
Left hook off the mark from Hara, but it choked Torres off of his striking line. 30 seconds remaining, round 2.
Hey, look, as Torres comes forward when he lands punches, I mean, Hara really has nothing for him.
Big overhand left, counter left hand right back from Torres. Fighters again to the center circle, now circling out Leandro Torres. Long extended jab of Gonzalo Hara. Continuing to see largely forward pressure in this fight from the Chilean Gonzalo Hara. A lot of in and out movement and foot feints as well as upper body feints from the Argentine Leandro Torres. The bell, 2 punches after the bell from Hara. We move to the 3rd round.
And Sean, I really feel like we could be tied at 1 round apiece. Whoever wins this round, I think is going to win. It looked like Hara, he slowed down measurably in that round. I feel like he wasted so much energy in the first, throwing so hard. There's Hara coming forward, good straight punches. Still throwing hard the entire time. However, there was a good left hand landed by Torres. See, I do like, Torres is landing some good punches as he's being defensive, but when he pushes Hara back, I feel like Hara doesn't counter well. He's aggressive, he punches well, I don't think he counters well. Looks like Hara, he's not getting, very slow to get up.
Barron's asking the Hara corner.
Oh, that lip's
Going
good.
to continue. You see the cut in the lip. Gonzalo Hara, 3rd and final round underway. With the right hand, counter left hand from Torres.
Hara's just throwing with everything. I think he feels like he knows he probably lost that round. He's coming to bring it.
Left hand again from Leandro Torres. At this point in the fight, it's been Hara landing forward. It's been Torres landing in and out.
Oh,
Left hand on the step in from Gonzalo Hara.
nice land. Torres probably needs to get that back.
The measuring now from Orthodox of Leandro Torres. Turn 360 from Gonzalo Jara on the reset. Make it 2, not there. Head movement again from Leandro Torres.
Torres, his face isn't cut. He must be blocking a lot of these a little bit better than it looks like sometimes. Like he took a couple hard shots. Nothing on the face though.
Heavy front foot. Gonzalo Jara trying to come forward into the mid-range. Into the pocket, circling out Leandro Torres. Torres now stepping in overhand left.
And once again,
entry.
Once again, Torres coming forward. He's dominating when he comes forward.
And right uppercut from Torres. Torres in and out. And from the outside back to the inside.
Good body shot by Torres. I love it.
50 seconds remaining in this fight. Right hand from Jara. Just off the mark, Gonzalo Jara.
And Torres has found the body is open. Oh, good shots.
Left hand, right hand, clean right hand from Leandro Torres. Torres again into the clinch, almost a full tie plug. Snapped by Gonzalo Jara.
Jara's looking tired at this point.
My time.
Time called by referee Nick Behrens. This is going to be a medical timeout. So you see the 2 cuts. The triangulation.
They're stopping it. Looks like that's it.
And the cut in his right eye. This fight is over. Position stopping TKO in the victory to the Argentine Leandro Torres.
And Torres really stepped up those last 2 rounds. Brought it to his opponent, landed some bombs. Jara showed so much toughness, man. He was getting cracked. Face was cut up, but just kept fighting. Nobody questioned his toughness, and that street fighting stuff he does is nuts, but Torres showed why experience means everything. And here's that good uppercut. Ooh, landed nicely. Just good exchanges, and then good hard shots, good tie plum. And Sean, when we talked to Torres at the beginning, he felt like he was a little slighted being the first fight of the night, being a prelim, but then we started talking to him, he's like, no, I'm proud to be the first guy in South America fighting on the card, and that's why we brought him. We knew he was gonna bring it.
Leandro Torres, August 2023, defeated Harry Cruz in Florida by 3rd round TKO. On that night, he became the first Argentine in BKFC history. In our fighter meeting, Torres talked about that, and he said this continues now as I am in the first fight, and indeed he gets the first victory of a BKFC bout in South America. Gonzalo Jara did some very good things in his BKFC debut, and he did most of the things he talked to us about, Chris. He said, heavy pressure forward, I'm willing to take punches to the inside, I want to be very physical throughout. And Jara largely did all of that, but Leandro Torres, so smart with his movement, in and out, landing heavy, clean punches on the mid-range, the inside, the clinch, and then back to the outside.
And Sean, look at Torres' face. He doesn't have a blemish, a mark. I'm not sure how he did it, because it looked like he took a few shots. And maybe really thick skin, maybe he rolled with it better than I thought, but man, great job.
Leandro Torres said, smart pressure forward indeed. Smart pressure forward, and in fact, forward and backwards throughout, as well as laterally. Leandro Torres, win number 2 in BKFC. Quality from both fighters.
Overcame some problems too. Looked like he was having trouble with his shoes or slickness. I'm not sure, but he overcame it and dominated.
Here's Benjamin Castro.
Fuerte el aplauso para estos 2 peleadores que nos regalaron un gran primer combate en esta noche. Make some noise to the 2 fighters. The doctor stopped the fight at the 1 minute 38 seconds of the 3rd round. Winner by TKO, ganador por nocaut técnico, Leandro
Fantastic win for Torres. Fought a very tough opponent, came to fight, and posed his will as the fight went on. Looked like a true veteran.
BKFC bout number 1 here in Uruguay. Heavy pressure forward from the Chilean Gonzalo Jara, but the Argentine Leandro Torres showing his movement, showing his class, showing his power in and out. The winner by way of physician stoppage TKO in round number 3. Leandro Torres defeats Gonzalo Rada.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah. On the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Saturday, August 1st, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to Newcastle with a night of non-stop bare knuckle fighting action. In the main event, the UK Bantamweight Championship will be decided when 2 undefeated warriors clash. It's Lewis the Leprechaun Garside versus Bradley Taylor, plus a UK Lightweight Championship Eliminator featuring Lewis Keane versus James Lights Out Lilly. Don't miss a second of the world's most exciting combat sport live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
BKFC Fight Night Uruguay, coming to you live from Montevideo, is presented by Bucked Up, Feel Like $1 Million, iHeartRadio, Ball Boys, skincare for athletes, the world's creamiest stout, Forged Irish Stout, we are here in Uruguay, the nation that hosted the first ever World Cup in 1930. That is Estadio Centenario. It is the national stadium of Uruguay, and it will host one match at World Cup 2030. To the lightweight division we go. Gonzalo Barrera versus Joel Dorado. Our tale of the tape is presented by Kia Estilo Motors.
As you can see here, Sean Barrera, 2 inches taller, 2-inch reach advantage. It's not that much. We'll see if he can make a difference in this fight.
Joel Dorado, the Argentine, set for his BKFC debut. He has had 21 combined pro kickboxing and Muay Thai bouts. Dorado told us, I want to fully utilize my smart counter-striking, be intelligent, be accurate.
He has to adjust constantly, Sean. He wants to make sure he is doing the most damage. And to do that, you have to strike first. Making sure you're getting off first is key to him.
Dorado said, I believe my opponent in this lightweight bout, the Uruguayan Gonzalo Barrera, will struggle with my punching accuracy. Dorado said, make no mistake, I am focused on precision over power.
Feels like he wants to make this an inside fight. He can clinch, he can punch. He's definitely want to trade because he feels like he believes in his chin and the power he has in both hands.
Joel Dorado told us, I believe Gonzalo Barrera wants an inside fight. I believe that he will throw a big left cross, but when he does so, he takes himself off balance and leaves his head exposed.
One thing I love, Sean, I said, where are you a better fighter? He said, I've got more experience, I'm stronger, I'm faster. Basically, he feels like he's better all around.
You hear the ovation for Gonzalo Barrera, fighting here in his home city, Montevideo, Uruguay. This is Barrera's first bout in BKFC. He's 4-0 in pro kickboxing. Gonzalo Barrera told us in our fighter meeting, I want to be smart throughout, establish myself on the outside, establish my reach advantage, and then use explosive combos to come to the inside.
Yeah, it feels like he has the reach. And this, if it's a distance fight, it's gonna be fun. But like you said, he wants to explode in. He wants to frustrate his opponent with movement, jabs, make him make mistakes, and then he can capitalize.
Barrera said, I know Joel Dorado is very strong physically. I cannot allow him to control me on the inside, in the pocket, and in the clinch. Barrera said, I have to stay on the outside, land quickly on the inside, and then a very smart, quick exit back.
When he lands, when he does find an opening, that's when he lands his hard shot. And once he hurts his opponent, he's all in and finishing.
Once again, Benjamin Castro.
We present the next fight of the night. Presentamos el siguiente combate de esta noche. Aquí en el Antel Arena. This fight will be 3 rounds of 2 minutes. Peso ligero, lightweights. Este combate será a la distancia de 3 rounds de 2 minutos. 155 libras, 155 pounds. Presented by Kia Estilo Motors. The referee for this fight is Mr. Martin Carnevale. Now, in the red corner, from Argentina, Joel El Lobo Dorado. Now, in the blue corner, ahora lo presentamos en el rincón azul de la República Oriental del Uruguay, Gonzalo Barrera.
Joel Dorado told us, I will continually target the head of Gonzalo Barrera with my jab and with my right uppercut. KFC debut, the Uruguayan referee Martin Carnevale bringing both fighters up to scratch. Starting touch of hands, round number 1, and immediately that chant. The sold-out crowd of Uruguay here in Montevideo. Black trunks for the Uruguayan Gonzalo Barrera. White trunks, the Argentine flag. The Argentine Joel Dorado. The stiff left hand, big right hand on the inside from Dorado.
And Dorado is just stalking his prey at this point, Sean. He's waiting for his time. He's coming forward.
That's Barrera taking himself off balance, rule to slip immediately. That's so by Martin Carnevale.
Dorado's eyes are laser focused at this point, waiting for the right time. He's looking to explode.
The shuffle step, the step in, right back from Dorado. Dorado now into the clinch. Good refereeing from Carnevale. Saw the inactive clinch on the reset. Resetting from the mid-range, Joel Dorado. 60 seconds remaining, round number 1. Scheduled for 3, we're in the lightweight division. On his back foot, Gonzalo Barrera. On his front foot, Joel Dorado. Dorado overhand right. Right hand not there from Barrera, on the duck under from Joel Dorado. Push away somewhat dismissively on the reset. Back to the medio, to the mid-range. Jab to the body on the hook jab from Barrera. Left hand, right hand. Heavy pressure. Right hand lands from Barrera. Undaunted Dorado back to the clinch.
Both guys landing good shots. Both guys knows the other one can hurt it.
Good pressure again. That's been the theme of round number 1 from the Argentine Joel Dorado. Dorado right hand, left hand.
And Dorado just throws extremely hard punches.
Swing and a miss from Gonzalo Barrera. Barrera largely on his back foot here in round number 1. Short steps forward. Largely from Joel Dorado. That's a big shot.
He's hurt.
And that is ruled as a knockdown by Martin Carnevale. Barrera was supported by the ring ropes. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round.
He's still hurt.
Now from Carnevale. The mandatory 8 count to Barrera and then make his assessment.
He better stand still because if they let this round keep going, he's getting knocked out. What's happening?
That is the end of round number 1.
Barrera was out on his feet, Sean. If that bell hadn't gone, they had to stop this because he's badly hurt.
So Martin Carnevale ruling that Barrera would have fallen to the canvas if not for the ropes. That's the ruling then of the
And look at that right hand. Had he not held him up, that rope's not held him up, he was going down. And if the referee didn't call a knockdown, he was going to get knocked out. Look, brutal right hand.
Grabbing the top rope. Gonzalo Barrera helping to prevent his fall to the canvas.
Oh, it's just beautiful right hand. Right on the chin. Barrera grabbing the ropes, and if he hadn't called that a knockdown, he was going to get knocked out.
Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout. As we are under the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, you cannot be saved by the bell in any round. That was the assessment.
And the doctors want to see Barrera because he's still hurt, Sean.
The full 60 seconds. Now a medical timeout. There is the Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Don Mutsi. No nonsense as always from Dr. Mutsi. The clearance of Gonzalo Barrera. Carnevale bringing both fighters up to scratch. Here is round number 2.
Barrera better get on his bike and start moving because he's in some trouble at this point.
High, tight striking guard from Joel Dorado. You see mirroring the hips of Gonzalo Barrera.
Dorado just
left hand entry on the right hand. Trying to counter off of his own right hand. Barrera still on his back foot. Step in left hand from Dorado.
And the problem is when Barrera comes in, Dorado counters so quickly and so effectively.
Dorado now to the body in the clinch. Racing from Martin Carnevale right back to it. 25 remaining, round number 2. Cool as you like this methodical pressure from Joel Dorado. Big left hand, right hand again for Dorado on the inside. Swing and a miss on the overhand right from Barrera.
I mean, Dorado looks like just a machine.
More big shots, the right hand getting through to the head from Dorado. Dorado appealing to referee Martin Carnevale that he was punched in the cup. Carnevale not interested in calling time, sporting touch of hands, and we continue round number 2. No time called. 1-2, but Krejci, you see Barrera again. From the ropes off of his back foot. Right hand, huge left hand lands from Dorado. See the grip up. Defensive clinch from Barrera to get the separation. It comes from Carnevale.
And Barrera doing a good job of making sure those volleys stop because he's getting cracked.
Forward right hand again from the Argentine Joel Dorado.
Dorado, I'm really impressed with his calmness. He just comes in so relaxed.
At the start of this fight, this Montevideo crowd, fever pitch for their home nation fighter from Uruguay, Gonzalo Barrera. They have largely been quiet since Chris. The left hand, right hand. Right hand, you see the framing of Dorado. Final seconds, round number 2. There is the bell. We move to the 3rd.
I mean, Dorado seems to be in complete control at this point. Coming in, deciding when the fight happens, mirroring his opponent's hip, standing right in front of him, and comes in and lands bombs. Just way more powerful of a striker. Waits for the right time, just comes in and then starts throwing beautiful punches. I mean, you can see by the look on Barrera's face, he knows he's down. He's got to do something different. The problem is, I don't think he can figure out how to attack this guy. He can't counter him very well because Dorado's coming in throwing such heavy punches, and when Barrera tries to get off first, he's countering him immediately. The fact he's still in the fight speaks to how tough he is and just has the will to win at this point.
Full hug between Gonzalo Barrera and Joel Dorado. We start the 3rd and final round. One more hug.
Then the push-off.
One knockdown in this fight, although technically Barrera did not go to the canvas, but I believe it was a correct ruling by Martin Carnevale. Barrera used the top rope to keep from falling to the canvas, also fell into the ropes. Strong round number 2 as well for Joel Dorado. Chris, Gonzalo Barrera and his corner certainly have to be aware of that. Right to the body from Barrera, but largely he has been on his back foot in this fight, and largely on his front foot, as you're seeing again to the mid-range, Joel Dorado.
Dorado just wants to get in position where he can start throwing those powerful and effective shots.
Overhand right, second right, not there from Dorado. Barrera, left hand from Dorado on the inside to the clinch. Double overhooks from Barrera defensively, gets the separation from Carnevale. 60 seconds remaining in this fight. On the jab, Barrera not fully landing on the extension. Stepping in again, open-chested punches, 2-1s, 1-2s, but they are landing from Dorado.
Dorado, the only thing I see I would recommend he works on is what to do in the clinch. He just letting his opponent clinch him, and if he could work his way out and start throwing some punches, I think he'd knock him out. Oh.
Big left hand on the step in from Dorado. Team Carnevale keeping this bout moving. Stretch drive now. Dorado actually waving Barrera forward. Right hand entry again from Joel Dorado. 20 seconds remaining in this fight. Push away from Barrera. On the step in, right back out. Big right hand off of the 1-2 from Dorado. The one, the jab didn't land, but the two landed heavy. Again, you see Dorado waving Barrera forward. Overhand left, not there from Gonzalo Barrera. A punch after the bell, that lands clean. No worse from Joel Dorado. He begins his celebration as this fight has come to an end.
And man, he looked phenomenal in my opinion, Sean. Just the way he controlled not only the ring and the range, but I mean just the whole atmosphere in that fight. You could just tell who was winning, who was in charge, and it was him.
To the three judges' scorecards we go.
And very difficult, Sean, when there's a knockdown in a 3-round fight. You have to win the other two just to get a draw.
It's a great sporting crowd. Sold out here at Antel Arena in Montevideo. Sold out crowd showing their appreciation. Their home nation fighter, Gonzalo Barrera, as well as the Argentine Joel Dorado. Joel Dorado feeling very good about his performance. Knockdown of Barrera in round number 1. Dorado really effective, Chris. A lot of open-chested punches, 1-2s and 2-1s. Again, was that consistent pressure from the mid-range forward.
Yeah, that's where he wanted to be, in the mid-range. He got there, he landed hard shots, he landed punches, but he was just, when he'd get into position, he was just waiting to counter. His opponent would do punches, he immediately countered. That's exactly how you're supposed to do that. Wait for them to come in, you punch, you fire back immediately. Never just sit there and defend yourself and let them continue to punch. Every punch that was thrown back, Dorado came right back with an immediate flurry.
We send it to Benjamin Castro.
Antel Arena, Argentina, Uruguay, Uruguay, Argentina. Fuerte el aplauso para estos dos peleadores. Antel Arena, Samoa's 42 fighters. Winner by unanimous decision. Red corner, Joel Dorado. Ganador por decisión unánime. Esquina roja, Joel el Lobo Dorado.
And Sean, I couldn't be more impressed with Dorado. His performance, his composure looked so good in this fight. I cannot wait to see him fight again.
Gonzalo Barrera, very talented fighter, and this is his BKFC debut. Entered 4-0 in his pro kickboxing career. Told us he wanted explosive combinations inside then back to range, but Joel Dorado kept Barrera largely on his back foot. Dorado said this will be about punching accuracy. It was indeed. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Joel Dorado defeats Gonzalo Barrera.
Friday, August 8th, the roar of Sturgis Bike Week meets the thunder of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. BKFC rumbles into the Buffalo Chip with an action-packed night, headlined by the unbeaten, defiant Brian Atchison, taking on the dangerous knockout artist who's been on a roll, Mike Jones. plus heavyweight giants collide as Bear the Last Barbarian Hill battles the towering 6'7" Brady Big Bird Meester. Watch it on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Are you the world's baddest man? Earn your place in the toughest tournament on the planet. This brutal war of survival ends in a live event where the toughest fighters battle for their share of the life-changing $20 million prize pool. No gloves, no mercy, no excuses. Join the BKFC's World's Baddest Man Tournament now.
To the bantamweight division we go. Our tale of the tape is presented by USA. Juliana Cosnard versus Jacqueline Ayala.
All right, Sean Cosnard. A 1-inch height advantage, however, a 2.5-inch reach advantage, not that much, but she still wants to stay outside and try and make her opponent pay for trying to get in.
That was a preview, Chris. Surprised all of us as we were expecting this. To the bantamweight division we go. The numbers presented by Del Sorbador Sherbamate. Nicolas Acevedo versus Victor Borda.
All right, Sean, and Acevedo, a huge advantage in height and reach, like 6'2" to 5'5", but it's also that huge 8-inch reach advantage that I like. If he can stay outside, make his opponent pay for trying to get inside, he'll have a great chance of winning this fight.
This is the BKFC debut for the Peruvian, Victor Borda. Borda has had 12 pro MMA bouts. Victor Borda told us in our fighter meeting, I am a very aggressive fighter. I will continually take risks as I come forward off of heavy punches.
Well, he has different plans, plan A, plan B, plan C. If plan A doesn't work, plan B, he wants to brawl. He wants to get inside, he wants to throw a lot of head movement to get in their feints, get inside, and make this a dirty, rugged fight.
Borda said constant movement. We asked him in our fighter meeting, as we do with every fighter, how important is your jab? Usually the standard and rote answer is it's the most important punch. Borda said it's not important at all. What's important are my heavy hooks.
He wants to do whatever he has to get inside, all the way in, all the way out, all or nothing. Knows the opponent's going to try and stay long, not him. He's trying to get in, utilize good footwork, get in and do some damage.
Of his opponent, his bantamweight bout, Nicolas Acevedo, Victor Borda said, I think he will try to stay on the outside with his reach advantage. Borda said, I have to use pressure to the inside and not allow Acevedo to get his timing from range.
Push his opponent into the ropes and go to work.
Fighting here in his home nation, Uruguay. Nicolas Acevedo, when you hear the ovation. This is KFC bout number 1 for Nicolas Acevedo. He's had 2 in pro MMA, 27 in pro Muay Thai. Acevedo told us, I will keep coming forward aggressively, but do so from long range. Acevedo said, I'm going to use the opening 30 seconds of this fight to smartly assess Victor Borda, and then I'm going to turn up the aggression.
I like what he said. He said he wants to get right into his range. Make sure he can land punches. His opponent can't. If opponent does close, get in, he's going to clinch or the break.
Acevedo is naturally right-handed. He told us I will keep switching stances. He said I will have an active jab from both orthodox and southpaw.
Wants to use a lot of lateral movement, linear movement. Main thing for him, he has to control the difference, the distance. He has to control the range. He has to decide when and where this fight happens.
Big ovation here in Montevideo for their home nation fighter. Once again, Benjamin Castro.
We present the next fight of the night, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Antel Arena. Noche histórica, primera vez de este evento en la República Oriental del Uruguay. The next fight will be 3 rounds of 2 minutes, peso gallo. El siguiente combate será a la distancia de 3 rounds de 2 minutos. Peso gallo, bantamweight. Presented by Del Cebador Yerba Mate. Now, in the red corner, from Perú, directamente desde el Perú, llega la hiena, Víctor Borda. Now in the blue corner, en la esquina azul, al ritmo de cumbia, llegó, está acá, Nicolás La Parca, llegó La Parca, llegó La Parca,
Victor Borda told us I have to use continual explosive entries. Push Nicolas Acevedo against the ropes. The bell, round number 1. Black trunks for the Uruguayan Nicolas Acevedo. Red trunks for the Peruvian Victor Borda. Overhand right, big left to the body from Borda. Step in right hand from Acevedo. Overhand left, more of a slap. The extended guard of Nicolas Acevedo.
And you can see Acevedo look like he's just waiting for his opponent to move in and then try and counter.
And Acevedo naturally right-handed in orthodox, so putting his power hand in his front hand with this stance.
And Acevedo needs to throw a lot more jabs. He's just waiting to counter. He's got to keep his opponent not wanting to just come in. He's not wanting to eat one of those jabs.
Borda looking for the up jab now, a jab to the body from Victor Borda. Jab attempt from Nicolas Acevedo. In right hand. Borda on the right hand, left hand to the inside comes the Peruvian Victor Borda into the clinch. Heavy on the underhook. It's a separation from Nick Behrens. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1, scheduled for 3. We're at 135 pounds. Right hand off the mark from Acevedo. Tuck under right hand. Right hand left again. Step in pressure from Borda.
Don't hit the back of the head. Stop, guys, stop.
And the separation from Behrens.
Yeah.
There's Acevedo missing the high command. Nicely break. Attempt to the body from Borda, not there. Good pull back defensively from Acevedo. Heavy front shoulder now from Borda. Second clack acknowledges touch by Nick Behrens. Left to the body from Acevedo.
And Acevedo comes forward and pushes Borda back. Borda not countering well. He wants to get off first.
Headed your way, it's our co-main event set for 145 pounds. The BKFC debut of the highly accomplished Argentine Guido Canetti. 10 fights in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. He was a cast member, the Ultimate Fighter Latin America in 2014. Guido Canetti set for BKFC bout number 1 as he will face from here in Montevideo, Uruguay, Emiliano Nieli. Nieli himself very accomplished in his pro MMA career as he had 11 bouts of professional mixed martial arts. It's our co-main event of the evening, set for the featherweight division, the Argentine Guido Canetti versus the Uruguayan.
And like most of our fights, Sean, I feel like whoever's able to get off first is winning this fight. Whoever's able to get in, land their punches first, push the other guy back.
Round number 2. Swing and a miss with the left hand. And a miss with the right hand of Acevedo after Borda missed. Overhand right again. Literally, Chris, Borda is trying to punch up in this fight. There's the left hand. Short left hand and then downward punch from Acevedo.
Acevedo
largely trying to be straight from long range.
Acevedo does a pretty good job of getting just out of range and coming back with his own punches. As Borda throws these wild hooks, he rocks back just a little bit and comes back with his own punches. It's very nice.
Acevedo controlling from southpaw. Again, he's naturally right-handed, so he's using this stance now, a switch of stances, but using southpaw to put his powerful right hand in the jab. Now into his natural orthodox stance, Nicolas Acevedo. Borda from orthodox, again the overhand right. Borda continually looking overhand lefts and rights for the entry.
But when Borda pushes his opponent against the ropes, that's where he needs to keep him. He had him in good range, right where he wanted to be, stay there.
Smirk on the face of Victor Borda as Acevedo swung and missed. That 1-2 off the mark from Acevedo. Right hand just misses from Borda. 40 seconds remaining round 2. Overhand right, that partially lands from Victor Borda. Separation again from the American referee Nick Behrens. Foot now for the Uruguayan Nicolas Acevedo, back foot for the Peruvian Victor Borda. Left hand on the step through from Acevedo. Overhand right, counter, left hand on the short left hook from Acevedo. Acevedo trying to time those big overhands left and right of Victor Borda. Now his timing with that left hand. We move to the third.
And in the exchange, you can see a good right hand there was Acevedo. Once again, I talked about his ability to throw a couple punches, have his opponent Borda throw a wild hook and him get just out of range and fire back. That's been the best thing he's done thus far tonight.
Seconds out called. Here comes the third and final round.
If you're in the corner of Borda, you have to think he's got to get inside and land something meaningful. Get inside, try to land some power overhands. Jab your way in, utilize head movement.
Victor Borda was adamant in our fighter meeting. He said, I cannot allow Nicolas Acevedo to stay on the outside with his reach advantage and get his timing. To the inside comes Victor Borda. Heavy in the clinch, there's the underhook. That gets the separation from Nick Behrens on the inactive clinch.
Problem with Borda, when he gets inside and gets that clinch, he's just pushing his opponent. He's not trying to hit.
Right hand getting through from Acevedo. There's the left hand of Acevedo. Still forward pressure from Borda. Hook. Eight step. 3-2 from Acevedo. Clever on the entry.
Borda's shaking those off, but I mean, he is getting hit.
Left hand overhand, big left hand again from Victor Borda. Acevedo took those punches exceedingly well. To the body from Borda. Nicolas Acevedo, that was clean and sharp.
Just sneaky shots. He threw a right hand and followed right with the left. Stepping in, switching stances, that's hard to deal with.
50 seconds remaining in this fight. So clouded now for Borda. Double overhand right, then the overhand left. Counter on pole 2 from Acevedo. To Uruguay in favor of their home nation fighter, Nicolas Acevedo. In on the right hand. Borda using a modified Philly shell with a heavy front shoulder.
I mean, Acevedo doing a better job throwing a lot more punches, making it difficult for him to get in. Acevedo being a very smart fighter at this point.
Acevedo timing those explosive entries of Victor Borda, continually moving backwards, largely negating those punches. Right. Final seconds of this fight, the separation from Nick Behrens. The bell. The end of the bout.
Good back and forth.
Nicholas Acevedo feeling very good about his performance. Across the full 3 rounds, the full 6 minutes, we shall see. To the 3 judges' scorecards we go.
Hard to get a lot of knockdowns in these rounds, Sean, in these fights, because everybody's showing so much toughness. Everybody wants to win so bad. They're bringing it, and they're showing a lot of heart and great chins.
Our strike stats presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And as we see Acevedo throwing a lot more punches, almost 50 more punches, landing more, both about the same percentage.
Victor Borda told us, I'm an aggressive fighter. I'm going to continually take risks to come forward. He was aggressive throughout Chris. He definitely took risks coming forward. And he knew, and he explained to us, I have to make this an inside fight.
He tried to get inside quite a bit. I mean, but Acevedo, after the first round, I felt like he did a much better job. Continued to throw more jabs, kept it long, kept his opponent outside line. When they got inside, he just tied up.
Nicholas Acevedo throwing straight punches from range, and his defensive movement backwards was continually outstanding as Borda continued to try to explode in on overhand lefts and right. We go to Benjamin Castro.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Antel Arena. Fallo del combate. The judges' final decision is winner by unanimous decision, blue corner azul, Nicolás La Parca Acevedo.
Great job for Acevedo. I feel like he really stepped it up the last few rounds. Controlled the range, mixed it up, was unorthodox, and utilized his reach.
Credit to the Peruvian Victor Borda. He knew he had to make this an inside fight. He threw big overhands to get to the inside, but full credit in victory to the Uruguayan Nicholas Acevedo. He controlled with long, straight punches, positional awareness on the inside, on the outside, offensively and defensively throughout. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Nicholas Acevedo defeats Victor Borda.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. I'm on the way. On the way.
Saturday, August 1st, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship returns to Newcastle with a night of non-stop bare knuckle fighting action. In the main event, the UK Bantamweight Championship will be decided when 2 undefeated warriors clash. It's Lewis the Leprechaun Garside versus Bradley Taylor, plus a UK Lightweight Championship eliminator featuring Lewis Keane versus James Lights Out Lilly. Don't miss a second of the world's most exciting combat sport live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
Next Saturday night, August 1st, we are back in the north of England. The top 4 fights for BKFC Fight Night Newcastle are presented by Ball Boys.
Always good fights when we're in England. They put it on fights there longer than here in the States, Sean. But I mean, Garside versus Taylor, been a dream fight and wanted to see that. Lewis Keane at the top of his game right now. However, James Lilly has something to say about that.
That's BKFC Fight Night Newcastle next Saturday, August 1st. To the women's flyweight division we go. Our tale of the tape is presented by UASA for Juliana Cosnard versus Jacqueline Ayala.
And just like last time, Cosnard enjoyed a 1-inch height advantage. However, 2.5-inch reach advantage. I know they fought before. She wants to do what she did last time and stay long, stay outside, and make her opponent pay.
From Chile, Jacqueline Ayala set for her bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Ayala 1-0 in the sport of bare knuckle, 1-0 in professional boxing, and she has had 27 pro kickboxing bouts. One of those bouts occurring in 2019, Ayala losing by way of unanimous decision to her opponent in this fight at BKFC this evening, Juliana Cosnard.